Hello, good people. Welcome back to the channel. I hope that you have been good. I hope that you have been blessed. And I hope that you are keeping up with your creativity, just as I have. So, if you can remember, a few weeks ago, I was sent 2 lenses by Tamron and Cameras Africa. And so naturally, I decided to do something that I have never done before, just to try and put these 2 lenses to the test. I was sent the Tamron 20 to 40 mm f2.8 and the Tamron 28 to 75 f2.8 version 2. So to test out these lenses and to put these lenses through their paces, I decided to try and shoot a music video. Yeah, so I know that seems a little bit out of the ordinary from what I usually do, but it was interesting just to see how I can approach a music video using my sort of documentary style. Yeah, so in my previous video, I know that I had set out like a long list of the things that I would want to do with these lenses, like shooting a documentary, doing portraits, shooting the music video, which I already said in that video. But I think the 3 weeks that I had the lenses for was quite short, especially trying to cram all these projects into the 3 weeks. So I think the music video was a good test to see how the lenses would perform. So as a bonus from the music video, I also got to do like a portrait shoot of the artist. So I think I would say that I used these 2 lenses to the best of my abilities, and I'm really excited to share with you what exactly I created or we created in conjunction or in collaboration with the artist. So the artist is Julie Brenda, or Session with B, and the song that we did the music video for is Nakusubiri. Yeah, so it was an interesting experience, mostly because this is something that I have not done before. But honestly speaking, I can say that the thing that really helped me out on this shoot is the pre-production. We communicated a lot back and forth, just trying to understand Julie's vision, what exactly she wanted to achieve from the video, and also a bit of my input as to how the song feels to me. So yeah, let's just get into it. I think I will share a bit of my pre-production that I did on Milanote, so that you can get a bit of a better understanding of how we went into this shoot. So let me open up my Milanote. As you can see, this is my board for the Milanote, my sort of mood board, or where all the ideas for the shoot and from the shoot landed on. So I have, in the first column here, I have the song, the actual song now on Apple Music and on Boomplay, just to have it close into a place where I can actually access it. And then here is an outline of the sort of idea that I feel that they would work for a music video, and also incorporating some of the artist's ideas. So her goal was to create a music video that felt warm, that felt inviting, and something that just felt cozy and comfortable. Yeah, so the song is called Nakusubiri, and when you listen to the words of the song, it just speaks to like the protagonist is waiting for someone that she has been like someone that she loves. So instead of just doing like the obvious concept that was in front of us of the artist or Julie waiting for like sort of a lover, she also wanted, and this is also my thinking as well from when I heard the song at the first time, is that the song is not so much a letter or a dedication to the lover, but it's more of a a letter or a love letter to yourself, because Nakusubiri means I'm waiting for you. So the lyrics of the song, the strength of the song, and just the general vibe of the song is something that it's like you're waiting for someone, for a version of yourself that you have been longing to see, or a version of yourself that you had lost. So you are waiting for them, and now they are finally coming back to you. Yeah, so that is sort of the general concept of the video. And these are just some of like the artist's ideas that she shared with me. Yeah, so cozy vibe, a warm vibe, bringing in some sort of comfort. So in my board I have the photos, and I also have here the color palette of like the video, or what she will wear, or how the general video will just look and feel. So these are the ideas from the artist here in the middle. So what I do in this board, I will have like the photos, and then have a text like explaining what exactly like the photos or the shot that is currently there means, or what we can carry through it. Yeah, so these are just some of the artist ideas. Now, based off this and the communication that we had, I now created got now some sample images for now, like the look and feel of the video, explaining the bits and pieces of what of my thinking in terms of like the photos I have selected here. So although the what we have here differs slightly from the final product, I think it also works well just to align with the artist, and you see what works and see what doesn't work. Yeah. So this is the mood board for this is like now the mood board, or the visual cues that would help us in the course of the shoot. Yeah, so now based off this mood board, and now her feedback from me sharing this entire mood board, I created a shortlist. So we have the main performance, and now like the supporting B-roll that will sort of make the video feel like a movie, so somehow, because we will have we had two shots of the performance, a sort of wide and a close-up, and then now we had, for the B-roll, we wanted the B-roll to tell a story. So the B-roll will carry you from point A when the song starts until point B when the song ends. I don't want to share too much of the concept behind it, because I also want you to watch the music video when it comes out. So it's not out yet, but as soon as it is, I will share it with you, and will also share it and also put it in the description of this video. So if you are watching it when the video has come out, you'll get the link in the description. But if not, you can just stay tuned to the channel, because I will share that here as well. Yeah, so it was an interesting concept, and I think the pre-production of this really carried us. And I really love Milanote because I was able just to share this entire board with Julie so that she can look through it all and understand my thinking behind the video, and just see if my direction for the video aligns with her vision for the video and for the song. Yeah, so I think that is basically just a top level overview of the pre-production. But if you would want me to go a bit more in depth into the pre-production of this music video, or for some of the projects that I do using Milanote, you can always let me know in the video, in the comments, yes, in the comments. Yeah, so now that we are done with the overview of the pre-production process, I think we can just jump straight into the BTS of the production day. Yeah. So the benefit of doing pre-production beforehand was that when I got to the location for the shoot, it was just about now deciding if we were going to start with the performance shot or with the B-roll of the video. So we decided to go for the B-roll first, so that we can just get warmed up and just get into the flow of the day before we start with the performance shot. So as you can see here, I have a very simple setup using only one light and a reflector. And for this shot, I was using the Tamron 28-75, just because having the zoom range on this lens really helped me to change the angles quite quickly. And I think my documentary style shooting also helped me, because I was holding the shot for quite a bit and then changing the angles just in between, so I can get like varied shots. So I have one light with a softbox coming from the camera right into Julie, who's laying on the bed, and then we have a reflector on the camera left to kick in a bit more light into the shot. So the thing here is, I just wanted to motivate the light that is coming from the window and use it as the key source. So yeah, I think here in the room, that is the lighting setup that I used. So here is the shot, first in S-Log, then in Rec 709, and then the final shot, the final color, the video. So we moved on to another shot from our short list of her writing now the letters to herself. So nothing much has changed from the setup. Same lighting setup. It's just now me moving around and getting different angles of her as she does her thing. It was also good because as we went about shooting, we were not only just speaking about what the actions that she will do in the video, or the kind of shots that we want to go for, but we're also just exchanging stories back and forth, just helping us also get a bit more comfortable with each other. And I think that this was good, because now when it came to the performance part of the video, she was actually quite comfortable with me. Like, I wouldn't say very, but she was quite comfortable with me. So it just helped the overall look and feel of the video. Yeah. So there we have it. So now for this shot, the light was still in the same position, but instead of using the silver side of the reflector to bounce in more light from the window and from our key light, I used the negative and walked it in a bit closer. And here I was moving the the mirror for her so that she can see herself as we shoot. Yeah, so I think it was just good. It was just good vibes. Yeah, banter back and forth, learning more about each other. So my reason for changing the reflector from the silver side to the negative or the shadow side of it was because I was shooting this angle a bit more frontal, or a bit more from where the key light or the light was coming from. I wanted to add in a bit more shadow on the right side of her face, that is on the camera left. So I used the negative fill here just to kick in a bit more shadows into the right side of her face, or the camera left. Yeah, so I think it was sort of, I wouldn't say it was an easy shoot, but I think that, especially operating as a one-man band or as a one-man crew, I think it's good to ensure that you actually know what you want before you go in for the shoot, so that it's sort of easy on you or for you, not having to decide things on site, or having to getting confused when you are actually supposed to be focusing or shooting. So the mood board really helped, and I had it on my phone just to look, to make sure that I can refer to it back and forth. And that's also another benefit of the Milanote app. The Milanote app, I can also have it on my phone, not just on the laptop. So yeah, changing angles, holding shots, banter here and there, just to ensure that we have a good shoot day in general. Yeah, so, and I think let me also now speak a bit more about the lenses. The lenses really added on to my shooting process, because as someone who has most of his foundations in documentary shooting, having that sort of wide range is helpful, because I can change angles quite quickly. And having the f2.8 was also helpful, because as I zoom in, the lighting does not change. So having that constant aperture on the lens, it was very good, because I can zoom in and the lighting remains the same. That is why also I had the key light in, just to support the light that was coming from the window. And when the light from the window changed, the key light did a good job at maintaining the levels and the ambience in the room. So yeah, I think having these lenses was really good. Yeah, so I think more banter, just me here trying to see if different angles would work, Julie having a lot of fun. Yeah, so I think it was a good shoot, and getting to experience her not only as an artist but as a person was a rewarding experience, if I can say that. She is a musician, she is an actress, so it was really nice to see her actually lock into character when we started filming. So yeah, I think I really enjoyed this shoot, because it was my first time. I would say it was it was actually my first time working on a music video, but it was also my first time working with a professional actress. So it was fun. It was fun. It was fun. And I'm really glad, because she also had a lot of fun, and she was very easy to work with. So I can say that it was just good vibes in general. Yeah. So normally for my Rec 709, I do the conversions from scratch, because the S-Log2 LUT on the Sony website is, I feel like it makes my footage look a bit too pink, or doesn't make the footage look exactly as I would want it. For this scene, I did not use the key light because we were directly against her balcony doors. So the thing that I just did is to use the negative side of the reflector on the camera right, depending on my position on the camera right, so that the shadow that is towards the near side of the camera is a bit more defined. So the light that is in front, that is coming in front of her from the window, and the negative fill is adding a bit more shadow to the side of her face that is closest to the camera. And my main aim was to ensure that, in as much as I wanted the video to look good, I also wanted to make sure that it looks real, so that I did not add any additional lighting behind her, but really used the negative fill to help define the shadows, if I can say that. Yeah, so I was just showing her what we got, and these are the results. As you can see, the side of her face that is closer to the camera has a bit more of the shadows defined, and even you can see here from the edge of her arm, the shadow is a bit more well defined. So that was the purpose of the negative fill. So here now we have started shooting the performance, the main performance part. So for the main performance part of the video, I used the Tamron 28-75 for the close-up, and then for the wide shot, I used the Tamron 20-40. Having these two lenses in combination was just helped to streamline the production process for me, because I knew that I have if I need a very wide shot, I have the 20-40, and if I needed now to focus on like the mid or the close-up and detailed shots, I had the 28-70. So I just all through the day, not all through the day, especially for this performance shot, I just cycled in between the 20-40 and the 28-75, depending on the sort of shot that I was going for. So as you can see, we were shooting against the window. So my idea was to overexpose the shot so that the highlights in the window would be blown out, and now just supplement it using the light, the key light that is coming from our camera left, and on the camera right we have the negative fill. Again, you can see I really love using the negative fill just to help boost the shadows, because I love contrast in my videos. I love contrast in my videos. I really get it when people say, or creatives say, learn the rules of your craft so that you can break them adequately. Yeah, so I say that because for this shot I boosted my ISO up until 8000 just to ensure that the window was blown out. So this was a creative choice, and now that the window was blown out, I just walked in my light a bit closer, and I had it at a really low intensity because already the ISO was up. And I think the benefit of also having this key light was that the footage from the shot did not have any noise, it did not have any grain, but it was sharp and clean. And I think I can also attribute that to the fact that the lenses are really fast. So we finished with the performance, and now I was just letting her review the shot. And as you can see from her reaction, I think she really liked the performance shot. Yeah, so here is the performance shot. Here is the main performance shot, like the wide, where I used the 20-40, and this now is the close-up where I used the 28-75. Yeah, so these Tamron lenses were good. In general, it was good vibes. It was a very interesting experience trying to shoot this music video. And I think the benefit of also working with a fellow creative is that once we finished with the music video and I was explaining to her how I wanted to use the lenses and how I had another shoot the next day, that unfortunately did not happen because I was not feeling too good. So she was like, okay, yeah, we can do a few photos. So that also helped me because I got to test out the lenses in a video setting and also in a photo setting. So as I had said in my previous video when I was unboxing the lenses, I was telling myself that it felt I felt like I haven't done like portraits for a long time, like the portraits where you just shoot, yeah. And for those who have been following my journey, portraits are where I started from. So it is a thing that I constantly go back to. So here it was just us. She allowed me to get a few photos of her, and the setup remains the same. I had the key light on the camera left and the negative field on the camera right. So as you can see the settings from my photo, I used a very high ISO because I still wanted to have the look of having the background overexposed. So here I was just allowing her to review the photos, showing her some of them, because we did not only take one photo, we had taken quite a bit. So I was just showing her like the photos we had taken and showing her and allowing her to see what worked and allowing her to see maybe what we can do better, or any of allowing her to just tell me a bit more of what she would want to try. Yeah, so I have when I shoot portraits, I have moments where I just like intensely stare at the subject, trying to see what sort of pose would work. And here she was holding a really beautiful pose, but I was not quick enough and she sort of lost her balance. Good funny times. So that pose looked really good. So here is the shot and here is the edit. So I put both the color and the black and white just because I wanted you to help me decide. I think I love how the color shot look, how the shots in color look, but I'm leaning a bit more towards the shots that are in black and white. Yeah. So I think it was fun. It was a fun day. It was a fun experience. It was fun getting to interact and experience another creative in her element. Yeah. So more photos, more reviewing of the photos that we had taken. Yeah. So it was just generally just cycling through, taking photos, allowing her to review them, and once we were done with the poses that she had in mind, she gave me the chance to get creative and sort of direct her in the sort of poses that I felt would also look good. For the photos, because I just wanted to like go through them quickly, I used only the Tamron 28 to 75 because I feel like also this is the best focal range for portraits. So that is why I focused mainly on the 28 to 75. I had a lot of fun on this shoot. I got to test out the lenses both in a photo setting and in a video setting, and it was just exciting to actually push the limits of my creativity in a way that also satisfies the vision of another creative. So I think that is also the essence of collaboration, allowing both myself as the filmmaker or the photographer and the subject that is in front of me to achieve both of our visions at the same time, if that makes sense. Yeah, so I think that's about it with the shoot. Again, I would like to say thank you to Tamron and to Cameras Africa for sending this opportunity my way, for allowing me to actually use these lenses. And I would also like to say thank you to God, because at some point in time, this was a prayer point, and now that it is an answered prayer actually have the opportunity to apply for this opportunity or to reach out to this brand and then receive positive feedback up until actually having the lenses in my hands, actually using them. It's a blessing. It's a really big blessing. And I know that sometimes I might also get lost in the trap of thinking that more gear will result in better work or better opportunities. But my journey so far has shown me that all I have to do is to keep creating and use the tools that I have at my disposal to achieve my vision and the vision of others who entrust their visions into my hands. Yeah, so I think knowing that maybe you have this gear or you don't have it is not something that I am too focused on, because I know if I have it, it only helps my production process. And I know if I don't have it, it is an opportunity for me to work around it. So I think at the basis of it all is just to keep creating. It's just to keep creating. And as I move along, as I keep creating, then the right opportunities will actually find me. The right opportunities will actually come my way. So I'm just thankful. I'm thankful. I'm grateful. And I also want to say thank you to Julie for entrusting me with the vision for her music, for this music video. I cannot wait to share the results with you. I will also put her channel in my description and her socials as well, just so that you can also experience her music in the way that I did. Yeah. So I think I don't have so much more to say. Yeah. So as you can see, this project really embodied the essence of having like the right tools or the right gear for your different productions. And I hope you saw how I enjoyed myself using these lenses and even working with Julie. And I can't wait to see what's coming up next. So I think, okay, is it my thinking mob? So I know that in some way I have sort of boxed myself in as a documentary filmmaker. But honestly, that is not only who I am. That is not all that I am. I am, at heart, I am just someone who wants to create. So I think I will not focus so much on sharing content that is documentary based, but I will just share content of me creating. Yeah, I think, yeah, that's the basis of it all. Just to create, because these are skills and equipment that I have been blessed with, and I cannot take that for granted. I will not take that for granted. So instead of looking for the next best thing or waiting for the next best project, I will keep creating. And so should you. So should you. Yeah, so I know that this was kind of a long video, but it was a good experience for me, and I hope that it was also a good watch for you. And I hope to see you in my next one. And thank you for supporting me. Thank you to brands like Cameras Africa and Tamron for believing in the vision of a small creator like me. There are no small creators, but I think you get me. And yeah, let's just do our thing as creatives. Let's keep creating. Let's collaborate where we can. And yeah, let's focus on using our God-given talents to help others and to help ourselves. So I will see you in the next one. No, it's also a bit of a weird ending. uh, I will see you in my next one. Peace, love, and light.